You should have come here earlier, she says, acetate, nameplate, glistening. She's been listening to me going down like a Lego superhero, now ready to return to the toy box. Like a sinking ship where they decide to play violins instead because there never were enough life jackets to begin with. It's gonna be okay. I'll be your psychiatrist. But you should have come here earlier though, she says. And I try and find a hint of hope in her words because I'm more than a hint of blue. I'm not the afternoon sky. I'm overcast like it's about to rain. I'm a pulsing vein that's about to let go. But I'm a dam and I hold it all together. I'm the guy who lies about the weather. We are gonna have a sunny day today. Thank you, I say. And as I leave her office, I catch my reflection at the door, a gaunt, sallow man hanging 2 inches off the floor as if held up by a noose, begging the question, how the fuck did it get so bad, man? And I can't tell him. I can't tell him that I don't know that it was so dark and so slow. It's like drowning in a tub full of pitch. It's like your tires spinning when you're down in a ditch. It's like drowning on the shoreline. Lifeguards frowning. Did I see something there? But you're down there and you're gasping for air, screaming your lungs out till you're dead. But no one heard you because it's all in your head. So no one hears that tree fall and the forest is all but gone till she steps in like a goddamn forest ranger and says, it's gonna be okay. I'll be your psychiatrist. You wonder about how it begins. It's not so bad in the beginning. It's probably like a bad action movie. You think if you had a tub of popcorn, you could get through it. Oh, I'm completely fine. Oh, it's just the weather. Oh, it's just the blues. Oh, it's the bug that bit me. Oh, please insert your favorite euphemism over here. I'm fine. And then you go home and you watch Monty Python. And you remember that skit about the knight who's getting his limbs hacked off and he says, just but a scratch. You look at that and you laugh. This is classic irony. It's probably hilarious in retrospect if you could look at it that way. But the trouble with not being right up here is that you're never far away. You're never far away enough to see that you're not okay. If only you could step out for a day, you would see that you're not okay. You're tearing at your existence for that one quiet day, somehow, some way. But you're a rat in a plexiglass cage. You're getting through tomorrow with that quiet rage, throwing your hands up to the wall as deep inside you slowly fall deeper. And there's just one thing you can bring yourself to say. Why aren't things okay? You don't like getting up in the morning. Oh, I'm just tired, you tell yourself. But deep inside, you hate the birds and the wind. You would blot out the sun if you could. You would shred every daffodil to bits. You would. But you keep it together. You take a deep breath. And again. And again. And again, and again, and again. Oh, look at this. You're hyperventilating, heartbeats palpitating. This little guy says he's had enough, but you quieten him down and somehow get through your day. And at night, when you lie in your bed, you promise yourself you won't lie awake and check the clock every 2 seconds. For God's sake, you big fucking liar. It's like something leaking color in your washing machine. Nothing's fucked up yet, but everything's this strange shade of blue. We all began as blinding whites, of course, children of heaven touched by the mighty hand of God himself. My mom used to tell me that I was the prettiest kid in the whole world. I kind of fell for that. Our teachers used to tell us that we were born to touch the stars, so we stayed up all night staring at the sky. We would escape to dreamland. Dreamland was a home ground. Dreamland was where we laughed and we sang and we played and we danced and we wrote. And we walked barefoot in the grass and we woke up with red eyes the next day because, well, we stayed up all night watching the skies, remember? Now even the grass feels so different. Have we forgotten how to walk? You don't smile when your mother calls you pretty anymore. Do you see the massive tragedy over here? It's like every act of inclusion is an intrusion. Oh, I'd love to hang out with you guys today, but I'm just so swamped with work. Of course, I wish I could just tell you to your faces that it's so much of a fucking effort sitting in that makeup room for 6 fucking hours, putting on that fake smile, knowing that it will be washed off with the first joke you guys make about me never showing up. I know it's all in good faith. I know you don't think I'm a screw-up, but what leaves as a paper plane often arrives as a poison dart, poison with this word called normalcy. Normalcy. You elusive bitch. Let me take you out. Let me buy you flowers, coffee. Let me hold you and stare you in the fucking face because I don't know what being normal is about. I've got this problem and people keep telling me to go over it, under it, around it. I don't know if there's a solution. I haven't found it. I was too busy getting high off the fucking northern lights, remember? When people were figuring their lives out. And I could really do with the time out, but... No way, right? No way. It's too late in the day. It's like swimming. You don't learn when you're a kid and then one day you find yourself drowning. And there you are, you're drowning. You like sleeping because it's the only time your brain can't think. You wish it came with some sort of an off switch, some sort of a safe mode. You would press F8 every time you booted up, wouldn't you? Nostalgia isn't a warm, happy feeling anymore. Nostalgia isn't an 18-year-old whiskey the color of amber running slowly down your throat and warming you on the inside. Nostalgia is a guy with a big fucking baseball bat waiting right outside your door. Bang right here to the base of the skull, and you think about how happy you used to be. Used to be. You can't remember the last time you were happy. That is sad. That is worrying. That is alarming. That is a tragedy. That is a calamity. That is a catastrophe. That's okay. You tell yourself that's okay. You tell yourself, maybe I was never meant to be happy. And that's the moment when you lock the door and you swallow the key. Now, days, months, years are passing by and you can't remember what happened. Your memory's been sleeping on the job just like you. You're this deep, deep shade of blue and you're dripping and you're smoking and you're sputtering and you're stuttering and there's smoke coming out of your engine. And that's when the really dark thoughts start coming in. These are thoughts so dark, they hang around the corner like a fucking drug dealer trying to sell you a fix. These thoughts so dark, they suck the light right out of your soul. That little boy who once wanted to be an ice cream seller or a pilot. And then one day you start thinking, how good would it be to not feel anything at all? You find yourself walking blindfolded to a cliff. And you look down and you see the edge of the abyss. The only thing you can hear is your heartbeat. And you take that one step forward and your feet feel the void. And this is where our story should have ended. But for some god from the machines above, it probably should have ended. But when everything is as dark can be, the dimmest lights are slightly easier to see. And you ask yourself one simple question: have you tried everything? And you already know the answer. As long as there's a single appointment free at a psychiatrist, as long as your angel is wearing a white coat waiting in her office somewhere, you haven't tried anything. You've not been thinking clearly, and this is the big revelation here. It was always too cloudy to land, but we're going to have clear skies for 5 seconds now. And 5 seconds is all you need. Your life flashes before your eyes, versions of you speaking to you, and then you feel it. My brothers went to the moon and came right back. My brothers spent their lives putting smiles on faces that just don't wash away. My mother used to get up at 6 in the morning to pack me a lunch for school and tell me what loving someone actually means. My dad taught me how to fly paper planes and I haven't flown enough yet. And I once fell in love so hard that, God, it still hurts when she walks by. And I know my road is all foggy and cloudy and I can't see an inch, but I swear there's a lighthouse nearby. There's gotta be one, right? Because every time I hold my hands up to blot the light out, it bends around my fingers and gets into my eyes and down into my soul and makes it glow like a light bulb 1 second after a power cut. Because underneath this grey skin lies everything that I am and everything that I can be. And I don't know what the latter is yet, but I sure would like to find out. And I would like a break in the clouds. I'm the guy with the weather, remember? We are gonna have a sunny day today. That's when I did something I should have done a long time ago. Hi, can I have an appointment for Saturday? I think I may be feeling depressed. Thank you. I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you've been through. And I can't tell you that it's going to be okay, but do you remember the time when you were young, you used to blow into paper planes to make them soar a little higher? You used to blow into your wounds to make them heal a little faster? All I'm asking for you to do is be that stupid again. Let's just blindly believe the angels made us in their image. Let's just blindly believe we have wings. Okay, I'll do that again. Let's just blindly believe the angels made us in their image. Let's just blindly believe we have wings on our backs. Maybe they're too far behind for us to feel them, but they are there all the same. Let's just wait in our hangars because one day we are going to fly. If you're down on the ground, ask someone to pick you up. Because some things are stronger for having been broken. And I swear your soul is one of those.